Hello, everyone. It is time for another edition of Old Try Hard Gaming with me, Roll Cage TV. You know they say of me, he does the best he can with what he's got, which I admit is not a lot of talent, but it is a whole lot of out-of-breathedness. Those of you watching on YouTube, you have no idea. Continuity on YouTube, always continuity on YouTube. On Twitch, though, twitch.tv/rollcage_TV. If you want to catch the show live, I've actually had a few days off. Like 13 days off. I just got back into the groove last night, and this is my first long Saturday stream back since my vacation, and I'm running late, very late, but I'll get it all done today because it's a Saturday afternoon. I got plenty of time. So, but what that means is I have no idea where I was, but fortunately the game picks me back up where I left off, so I'll just say continued career, and we'll be all good. Oh, is this, I stopped at a good point, huh? Right at the end of a, well, where did I? Next session is the race. Oh boy. So I have absolutely no, why is it showing me? Those aren't my team colors, are they? What happened? Are those my team colors? Well, I mean, the bike's got my number on it. Okay. Well, let's race. Race. Okay. Weather condition variable. Continue. Oh, this is going to be awful. No warm up in the last 2 weeks. I haven't played the game for several weeks. So this will be fun. I was hoping it was going to be like practices, and I thought it meant, oh, it's starting at the beginning with the practice. Oh well. This is why it's my full of fun playthrough, because I am here to have fun. That's why it is old try hard gaming, because I'm an old try hard in a classic sense of someone that isn't very good. But I do what I like, whether I'm good at it or not. My hobbies, I don't try to get good at them. I don't care. I'm too old to care. All you young dudes, I know I won't sing that song. All you young dudes who are striving in life and trying to get better and better, good for you. I am not at that stage in my life.
The sky is clear, but the temperatures are low.
Maybe I'll get better at streaming. Probably not. Will I get better at any other video games I play? Almost certainly not. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. Squirrel's in the house with the GL. I gotta get more emotes. I gotta get like a good luck emote and a have fun emote and all those things. Okay. I got ideas for more emotes, and while I was on break, I was supposed to be. I'm starting way back, I'm sure.
A fantastic atmosphere.
While I was on break, I was supposed to be. Oh yeah, I'm starting way back. What I had intended when I took my little vacation is that I would spend some time improving the stream, like get more emotes, which doesn't affect YouTube, but get more emotes. Well, it kind of does. It livens up the chat, maybe. Add more emotes to the Twitch stream, because I've got so many more slots I can spend. Or I would also add more music to the list of music, background music, because right now there's only like 4 songs, I think, or 4 tracks to play in the background. I want to get 12 or 13. And I never did that, but to be fair to me, that's a good excuse, always, right? To be fair to me, I stink. To be fair to me, I'm a lazy old man. To be fair to me, I didn't get a lot of suggestions. So, if you want to help out, go to crinklesmusic.com and there's Xlam Music and Twitch chat will give you the link. Otherwise, if you're watching on YouTube, there's actually a credit link in the description. All of my music comes from, all of their albums are called Soundtrack from a Box, and it's volumes 1 through 24. And I have license to stream volumes 21 through 24, but all of my songs come from volume 22. So if you have any suggestions for songs from volume 21, 23, and 24, please send them in. And if you're watching on YouTube, leave a YouTube comment. If you're watching on Twitch, you can message me on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't want to leave a public comment, then sorry, you'll have to go to Twitch and leave me a message. I don't have any other social media that I monitor at this point. Any other social media that I used to monitor, I no longer do. I don't have a Discord that's open to the public. And I got very poor reception on the idea of creating a YouTube community page. Still out there somewhere on my YouTube posts, there is a post asking people to vote on whether or not they wanted me to open up a YouTube community page. Oh no, not see. If I fall off, I reset. It's the only way I cheat. There we go. Yeah, there's a it asks whether people would be interested in joining a YouTube community page. However, you still can't private message on YouTube, even with the community page. If I had a Discord, you could do that. Could private message me then, and I would recognize you're part of my Discord and whatever. And the Discord that I was in the middle of creating would only be for people that follow me on Twitch or sub to me on YouTube. So I would have reason to take your suggestion, your message. But unfortunately, the person that had said he was going to administer that Discord for me, something came up. He had some changes in his life, personal changes in his life circumstances, and he was not able to do it anymore. So until I find another administrator who could administer it, an experienced administrator, if you are interested in being an administrator for Discord, message me on Twitch or whisper me on Twitch, and I will interview you. I'm not going to just take anybody out to say, oh yeah, you can administer my Discord, sure. Anyway, just whisper me and then we can talk about. Not paid, obviously, because I have no money. Anyway, if you sub in advance on Twitch, which is a paid thing, if you sub in advance on Twitch for a year, then maybe I'll blackmail you. I'll say, okay, well, you're subbed for a year. I think I can trust you. A year in advance. No, I would never. I would not pay anyone to administer my Discord, nor would I charge anyone to administer my Discord. Administering on Discord is a real difficult task. It can be wild west on Discord, and you have to know all the right bots to set to make sure everything is secure. And if you grab the wrong bot, it could compromise because the bot API is open, and you grab the wrong bots and it can compromise your Discord integrity. So you have to know which ones are reliable and which ones aren't. And it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a wild west on Discord. In fact, the thing that Twitch bots do now is there's a lot of scams on Discord for other games and things. Like I was just watching this thing on RuneScape, a game that looks very fascinating. I've never played. I've been tempted to play. It's available on mobile, but if you haven't heard of it, old school RuneScape, look it up, s.r.l. It's an MMORPG. MMORPGs don't excite me as much as like action RPGs. But all the scams are based on, like, you know, oh, hook me up on Discord, join my Discord group, friend me on Discord, and, you know, because they know that if they talk on Discord, they can't get caught breaking terms of service. So it's the same thing on Twitch. If they want to sell you views on Twitch or followers or subscribers on Twitch, which obviously if they said, hey, how about going to this website in order to get followers, well, Twitch could track that message and get rid of all those accounts. It's the terms of service, you know, breach to solicit that. But so what they do instead is they say, hey, I love your stream, you know, contact me on Discord or hook me up on Discord, and they give you a Discord ID. It's like, no, because I know if you want me to hook you up on Discord, that means you know, you're going to try to sell me something, and you will get away with it because Twitch doesn't monitor Discord's private messages. It's almost like miniature WhatsApp, you know. You can get scammed if they don't ever friend someone on WhatsApp unless you absolutely know who they are. Don't, you know, put them in your contacts, whatever it is. I've never used WhatsApp, but the block list on my phone, I don't know how many pages I have to scroll. less on my phone app, but on my messages app, you know, so many people send me, somehow they get a hold of, you know, the number, and so they'll just send out texts. It's like, no, block. Unfortunately for text messages, apparently the text message still goes through, but it's archived, and so you never see the notification, which I guess is okay, because if it's a valid thing, you're supposed to respond and say unsubscribe or whatever it is, or stop, text stop to be removed. Yeah, but if it's a scam and you text stop, they just know they got the right number. So you don't ever do that. You never follow a suspicious email's link to unsubscribe. Because if they're trying to scam you, that unsubscribe button is not an unsubscribe button. It's a verification that they got a human. And so you'll be on a list of people to contact. Anyway, and you can buy all the delete me accounts you want, but, you know, delete me only deletes you from valid places. It doesn't. You pay a subscription. In case you don't know, delete me is a subscription service. They'll monitor people that have your personal information, and you know, they'll request that your personal information is removed. Well, they can request all they want from a scammer. It's not gonna, you know, it's a voluntary thing. It's not like Delete Me has the ability to scour the internet and find the scammers and erase your information. No, they just send out requests based on, you know, legal terms. You know, depending on the jurisdiction, whatever. There's laws against deleting personal information, but scammers aren't gonna delete the personal information. They'll get a delete me request and just laugh and pass it around the office. And what position am I in? 6? Well, I guess that's not too bad. Anyway, I'm not looking at the chat because I'm in the middle of a race. So if someone's chatting to me, I apologize. If this is the first time you're joining the stream, or the first episode of any racing game on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@rollcage.tv. Did I mention that? Twitch.com or youtube.com/@rollcage.tv, twitch.tv/rollcage_TV. Unfortunately, there's an underbar on Twitch. It's not an underbar anywhere else. But without the underbar was taken. And the guy has been dead for 20 years, it seems. At least has not been available for 20 years. Well, at least 5 years I've been trying to contact the guy to see if he wants to. I will pay him to change his ID so I can get his, but never returned any of my my phone calls. I'm on his block list or something. He hasn't. My guess is he lost his email address. You know, as a different stage in his life. He lost the password for the email he used to set up the account, and so he can't even get logged in. And Twitch supposedly has a policy. The policy is still out there that says if you don't use your account, if you have not logged into your account in over whatever the number of years are, every year they go in and they audit all of the IDs that have not been used in the last 5 years, or whatever it is, and then they will put those. They'll send a warning to the person, an email that their account's about to be relinquished, and then they'll eventually, take them, release their ID back into the pool. So I keep checking to see if Roll KCD without the end bar, if that ID gets released back into the pool, but it never has. And I suspect either A, Twitch changed their policy, and I think this is most likely, Twitch changed their policy and still has it listed, but it's listed wrong. Or B, the policy doesn't apply to anyone who was monetized, and this person was at one point actually monetized, and became an affiliate or whatever, and so their ID is protected, even though they have not, signed on for over 5 years or whatever. So, I don't know. I could send, you can't request a specific ID from Twitch to be called, but I'm going to send in a request and say, ask them if that page is accurate, do they still call IDs, and when was the last time they called IDs, and is there any restriction on calling IDs? Like, if someone was monetized, does that make a difference, etc.? Anyway, I can cheat a little bit on here. This is full of fun, meaning it's a full playthrough, but it's also a fun playthrough. I am playing on the arcade mode with adaptive AI, and I'll tell you, when I was on taking a break from streaming this game, again, you guys watching on YouTube don't even know there was a break, but I could have, if I'd have taken the time, I would have turned off the auto adaptive, put it on the lowest difficulty level, and then turned the adaptive, did like a lap, put the adaptive AI back on, and then did a couple more practice races to reset the adaptive AI, because I think the adaptive AI has gotten too hard for me. I had some success, and so they thought, oh well, we adapt to your maximum skill level, but so now you just gotta suck it up and play your best every time, otherwise you're not going to win another race ever again. But humans don't work that way. They don't, I'm not sandbagging. I'm playing my best. I got lucky a few races, won a few races. Okay, where did I fall back to now? 11th? Oh no, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Oh, fall off, thank goodness. I have the ability to reset now. You can't trust those, the color of those lines. Oh, come on! That wasn't my fault at all. Stop bumping me. Yeah, raise your fist, Madam Driver. Two more laps to go, huh? Oh, come on. Oh. Okay, this is bad. My goal is to win team championship on every level. And I'm still, I'm in Moto, or no, am I in Moto2 or still Moto3? I don't remember what Moto I'm in. I want to win at least an individual championship on the Moto3 and Moto2, but then when I get to MotoGP, I want to win. Okay, I did not fall off, so I'm not allowed to reset. So that hurt me. even though the people in front of me fell off. Still in 11. When I get to the top division, MotoGP, I want to not only win an individual championship, but win a team championship. So I am going to do a full playthrough all the way through the different levels, and I'm sure MotoGP 26 will be out by the time I accomplish that goal. My guess is, well, all I hope is that MotoGP 30, which will be the next version I buy, because I only buy these yearly titles every 5 years. Hopefully I'll win it by the time MotoGP 30 comes out. You know, I still haven't bought F1 2025. I really have to do that before it goes out of the thing. F1 2025 though has like pay to win stuff on it, like microtransactions, kind of like free to play kind of things on it, although it's anything but free. So it's gotten to be like Rocket League, where you can buy upgrades and stuff with real cash. And it's like, I don't even know if I want to do that anymore. See, Codemasters was taken over by Electronic Arts, and guess what happens? The first thing they do is they start rolling out microtransactions. Imagine that. In-game currency you can buy. Yeah. I don't know if Civilization 7 has that. 2K, my guess is 2K does that with their sports titles. I don't know about Rocket. I haven't played Rocket League for a long time, but I know it's full of tokens you can buy. That started a while back when they were still pay to play, and now they're free to play Rocket League. I haven't played Rocket League in a long time. I gave up on even watching people play Rocket League. I think Rocket League is one of the most awesome esports games out there. The physical, I mean, it really is an e-sport. The physical dexterity you need to be able to play competitively Rocket League is top notch. Unbelievable what people can do with a joystick in Rocket League. Actually, at one point, one of the top players, like top 10 players in the world, actually played with a keyboard and not with a controller. Like, that was amazing. But you really can't get to the top unless you play with a distance. And if you don't know what Rocket League is, look it up. I'm not your Google dad. It's carball. It's like football. I'll call it football. International football, soccer in the U.S. I don't know why people in England get offended when people in the U.S. call it soccer, since soccer is actually borrowed from England. You used to use that term in England as a nickname for association football. It was shortened to soccer, and then that came to America, and now association football is like all they play. At the time, well, that's not true. There's rugby football, and but there were other football organizations and playing essentially the same game, and distinguished them. One was association football, and then those rules were adopted by everyone else other than the rugby football people. And so really, when they say association football in England, which they almost never do, they just say football like the rest of the world. But that term, association football, was abbreviated to soccer, and that was used in England, and then that came over to America, and that's why we call it America. That's why we call it soccer. We were calling it soccer before we invented American football. Anyway, all right, stepping off my soapbox and stepping on the accelerator. Or stepping on the brake, actually, at this point. Come on, let's get one more position. Can we get one more position? Can we hold this one more position? Keep it. 10! That stinks!
as the riders return to pits.
Oh, well.
Let's take a look at the final standings of this Moto2 race.
Yeah. All right. I'm on the front page. That means something, right? No, I will not play again, nor will I hit the replay. We're at 25 minutes. Hopefully I'll have time to get in a practice for the next race. All right. But how's my team looking? My team is nowhere near the top. I don't even see my team. Where is my team? No. Oh, here. Oh, wait. They are near the top. They're 6th. Eteltrans Racing. How did I go to this team? Is this Moto2? I gotta scroll back. It is Moto2. Okay. I was with the Moto3 for so long, but I did win a personal championship, so I just moved on. But in MotoGP, the top class, I am going to not going to finish until I win both an individual and team championship. Even if that means I have to turn the difficulty level down in the 4th attempt. I mean, I'll transfer over until I get to the best team. Okay, I finished the team objective. That's good. I did not finish my personal objective. Steady nerves, objective, reputation point up, reputation point down. And I failed, so my reputation point went down. I never beat M. Ramirez in a brace, huh? All right. All right, gotta do the message before I forget. Doing a good job. The fact that Arcade finished the race behind us confirms our hard work. Now we have to continue on this. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know why anyone would ever pick the nasty response. I guess just want to pretend to be the bad guy or something. You're role-playing, but you only lose your ability to progress. And if you ignore it, you also lose your ability to progress, which means if you don't remember to hit the button right away, you lost. Yeah. There's no contest, and I'll prove that to you. No. Races like that, okay. It didn't go well, but the team and I will try to pick ourselves up again for the next race. Yeah. Okay. Still, people don't like me. Nobody likes me because I'm not very good. Okay. And debriefing available, but I'm not going to do the debriefing until I actually look at the bike. Oh, I finished better this race than last race. Is there a way to see what my last... Okay, 8th, 12th, 5th, 21st. Yikes. Back up to 10th. Nowhere near the podium in the last 5 races. That's not good. Championships won 3 races, or championships won 1. Races won 3, but that was in the first season. 16 podiums out of 29 and 2 pole positions out of 20. None this current season, though. Oh, I did have a podium this season. I looked down. Moto2, races 1-0, podiums 1. Okay. So somewhere before the 8 there, I did get a 3rd place. Anyway, Paddock. Who likes me, who doesn't like me? Of course people don't like me. Where's my team? I don't even know what team I'm on. Okay, this is my team. My teammate is neutral on me. Yeah, well, okay. Daniel Hooligan? Who got it? Okay. Oh, there was another team I wanted to get on that had better colors for me. OnlyFans, American Racing Team. I don't think those would be the uniforms that they would have on OnlyFans, but then again, it would probably not be it would probably be too dangerous if they were dressed up like they would be on OnlyFans. Too dangerous for racing. That engine could get pretty hot. Let's see. Anybody like me? Does anybody like me? No, nobody likes me. Ah, wait. Red Bull. Okay, that's what I want. I want to be on Red Bull. Transfer's coming up pretty soon. There's no rumors right now, but okay, this is bike development. This is what I need to know. Ooh, and I have somewhere here a cheat sheet that tells me, I gotta reach for my cheat sheet here. Oh, you're gonna hear me ruffling pages here. I get to the right page in my notes. Ugh, where's the MotoGP page? Not that. Ah, here. Okay. If I want stability, I have to say I need corner. And if I want handling, I need to say change directions. Right. And if I want controlled fuel delivery, loses grip. And if I want engine power, I say close gap. Those are the keys. Those are the keys. So I know which is. I need to translate, because they ask me for what it is that I want. You know, what's the problem with the bike? They don't say, do you want to improve these particular things? I want to improve either, well, right now it's either handling or stability. I don't know what I was working on last. I didn't mark that down. Okay, but handling or stability. If I'd have written down what I did last time, hopefully they'll tell me. Yeah, let's skip through all of this. No preference is best. Frame handling is what the manufacturer, and I want to keep that going. You wanted to improve the frame. What were your impressions during this GP? Looking at developing the frames. Yes. We'll look into the frame. What caused you the most problems? Well, I'll go with handling because that will improve my reputation with the thing, which is handling is change of directions. Okay, so that one. Okay, we'll keep working on that. Okay, they were working on that. See you at our next debriefing. Good. And I only get one because I'm playing on. There's 2 slots there, but if because I'm playing with the arcade experience, I only get 1 slot, and they're also slower to respond, which kind of stinks. Okay, I'm done here then. I can go to the next round and do a quick practice. And this always gets messed up. Basic weekend. Okay, that's what I want. Just do like 5 practice laps, or do some laps, do like 10 minutes, and then come back for the last 5 minutes. You will end up almost certainly having to go to almost certainly we'll have to end up going to going somewhere. Going to have to do Q1, but less likely to have to do Q1 and Q2 because I haven't been doing very well in Q1. The worst thing that can happen as far as moving the series along is not getting into not getting directly into Q2 in free practice, having to go into Q1, and then also not getting to Q2 on second chance, because Q1 is like the second chance qualifier for the real qualifier, Q2. Okay. Yes, go to track, flying start, keep going. And there was an announcer there somewhere, but you can't really tell what the announcer's saying. I have it turned down, which is good because the announcer, there's a bug. If you play long enough, the announcer's voice goes off. You cannot trust the color of this line. You always have to, well, sometimes it shows yellow when you can just be going flat out. But more often than not, it shows blue when you should be slowing down already. Let's see what I do here. I got to keep a close eye on when it gets down to, oh, it's 40 minutes. I thought the practice was 35 minutes. Okay, when it gets down to 30 minutes. Why is it 40 minutes? Oh, is that because it's Moto2? Instead of Moto3? Okay, well, it was 40 minutes. So when it gets down below 30 minutes, then I go back in, advance time, then go back out for the last 5 minutes. And I used to, when I first started playing this, I would play it a little bit during the week, just by doing free races, you know, not part of a championship. I can't remember what they call it. Going through all the different courses, trying to familiarize myself with them. And I think I have gone through all the courses. I mean, I know I at least went up through them all once when I did Moto2, because you go on all the courses, I think. I don't think any courses are locked out. I'm sorry, on Moto3. Yeah, I'm not even going to get a lap that qualifies. But I haven't done that in a long time. Once I got through Moto2. Mostly I did that because I wanted to train the AI a little bit, because I was on auto. Now see, my controller is vibrating when it shouldn't. There's a little bug, and it's still out there. Maybe it's only on console, I don't know. But okay, now it's gone. If you go off the track and you hit a rumble strip, and then you go back on the track, sometimes it keeps rumbling until you go off the track again. But yeah, I went off the road. I didn't have to go on another rumble strip, but I went off the road boundaries. There wasn't a rumble strip there, but it still recognized I was off the road, and so it turned off the rumble. Odd that. It is, I stream this, twitch.tv/RollCageTV. I know, I say that all the time. Come join me. Come follow and turn on notifications, and then you'll be able to chat, because I don't get a lot of people chatting, and I'm a lonely guy. I need people to chat to. Of course, people on YouTube probably prefer that I don't chat, because then the chat blocks part of the screen. But I think it's a good way. I enjoy watching people who streamed on Twitch and then had their stream on Twitch and then post, segments. Stream replay may not be the best words to put in the thumbnail. I got to think of something else. Stream segment, stream episode or something. I don't know. But yeah, they'll stream on Twitch and they'll edit something for YouTube, and they'll keep the Twitch stream text on the screen that for YouTube, because then you can follow along with the chat, and sometimes watching the chat is interesting in itself. Or you'll understand if the streamer is responding to something in chat, you'll see the chat. Yeah, people have said, "Oh, Twitch is dying," whatever. I don't know if I should be saying this out loud, but people switching to Kick. Kick has a little bit of dirty laundry. Maybe I should just leave it at that. The people that own Kick also own, you know, the financiers of Kick also finance suspicious online gambling organization. So yeah, Kick, you know, you can't, I don't know directly how, you know, how independent they are or do whatever, but yeah, they just started, and they were started up by the same organization that owns another organization that does some shady things. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think, you know, Kick will probably not be like all the other, like Facebook Gaming, all the other ones that tried to come up against Twitch and just win away. Kick will probably not go away because they have tons of money. How not necessarily illegal. I mean, I don't think it's illegal what, you know, what they do. Well, at least it's technically not illegal, but you know, cryptocurrency is meant to be unregulated. So but yeah, probably all I should say. You'll have to look up the whole story. There are other on YouTube, there are other streamers that will tell you. But you know, Kick is only one other place. They're not going to go away like other ones. But I got a lot of respect for Twitch because Twitch was pressured to do the same kind of practices that you know, they were approached by the organization that started Kick to cooperate with them, and Twitch said no, we're not going to allow streamers that do stream online gambling, and so that was their stance. And so this is allegedly, from what I have seen on a couple of videos, so I have not personally investigated this. Always, you know, do your own investigations, because half the things I say are completely wrong, some intentionally and some out of ignorance. But you know, Twitch set their policy to say no, we're not going to allow this, and so the organization that wanted to do this on Twitch, the parent organization, they started their own streaming service so that they could allow people to do that, and now they're paying other people to switch to stream on Kick, trying to make Kick big. And you know, just like Facebook Gaming, you pay a streamer $1 million to come stream on Facebook Gaming instead of Twitch. You know, hey, it's a hard living. They're gonna $1 million is $1 million. Okay, I am going to now go. It's almost 30 minutes. Let me return to the pit. So, but there are other people that are trying to compete with Twitch now as well, including Google or YouTube, owned by Google. YouTube is they have for a while been trying to move into Twitch's space. And where am I right now? 14th, huh? What button I need to hit? Okay, get this down to under 10 minutes. So one of those organizations might be successful, although you know they may run out of money as well. And YouTube's not going to run out of money, but YouTube is trying to compete with everybody, right? They're trying to do shorts, compete with TikTok, and they're trying to expand their streaming to compete with Twitch. So Twitch has the culture though, and so one thing that Twitch has used to not allow, that they many years ago now they changed their policy, is they allow multi-platform streaming. And so a lot of the bigger streamers, they'll still stream on Twitch, but they'll also stream on these other platforms. Twitch may be their primary platform. So, streaming. Yeah, I like the model that I use. Because I play on a Xbox, I couldn't multi-stream, even if I wanted to. But as far as do I escape this now? Hit it down so I can get a good 5 minutes in. That's good.
There's movement in the pits.
6 minutes. As far as you have to play on a PC and a pretty powerful one to be able to do multi-platform streaming. But Facebook gaming, they gave people $1 million contracts to say no, only stream on our platform. You cannot multi-stream. You can only stream on our platform. And whatever the Microsoft one was, same thing. Exclusively, we'll give you $1 million. And I'm not saying that euphemistically. I'm seriously, contracts were $1 million for bigger names, multiple millions. But it's an exclusive contract. You can only stream here. And guess what happened? Gave out a bunch of big money, and in a year when those contracts expired, those big gamers took the money, laughed, and went right back to Twitch. Because they lost 2/3 of their audience when they were on. So they took the bullet, they bit the bullet, took the cash, and then had to go back to Twitch and try to rebuild their audience. And then eventually Facebook gaming stopped their streaming platform. Imagine that. They thought, well, you have, 10,000 concurrent viewers every stream. We'll pay you $1 million to come over here. And then, oh, that's great. Sure, I'll take the $1 million. And then, they don't get the 10,000 concurrent viewers. They get 100 concurrent viewers. And then, maybe that goes up to 1,000 concurrent viewers. And suddenly they're only getting 1/10 of the viewers that they had on Twitch because nobody wants to go on to Facebook gaming. No viewers. So, they hold on to enough of an audience that after the year when they go back to Twitch, they can rebuild. They can make a big deal. They can make, ironically, a YouTube video that they're back on Twitch. So, we're back on Twitch. I can't even remember what the Microsoft one was, but on my Xbox I could stream. If I just said I wanted to stream, it would, by default, stream there. You could still stream on Twitch, but, yeah. Oh, look at the time. 48 minutes. I got to wrap this up pretty quickly. I should have run the time down close to 5 minutes. Oh well. How am I doing? 22nd. Well, that's not last. I don't know what I started, but the AI gets better and better every lap. They improve their times every lap. Humans don't do that. Supposedly the conditions, as the rubber gets laid down, the conditions get faster, but that's only if you stay on the racing line. This human doesn't stay on the racing line because this human plays like an old man, which is not an insult to me because I am an old man. You play like my dad, someone might say. It's like, I play like your dad. Well, thanks for the compliment because I'm old enough to be your granddad. So I guess I'm pretty good if I play like your dad. Your dad is a punk kid to me. I know I don't sound like it, but I am an old retired guy. Actually, as the stream gets later and later, I do sound like my voice gets dried out. I've got to, I'm very bad at hydrating when I'm streaming. My voice gets used to it, but after being off for almost 2 weeks, I am a senior citizen. Up. I don't have any grandkids of my own. Primarily because I don't have any kids of my own. Never had any kids of my own, so it'd be kind of hard to have grandkids without having kids. So I didn't get to experience being the the grandpa of anyone. I did help raise a couple of stepkids. But yeah, no children. They were young. So I remember once somebody wanted me to take a job in the company that had more responsibility and whatever, and I knew it was a setup because it was a small company that was starting to fail. I worked for a lot of small companies that ended up failing. Small company that started to fail, they wanted me to take on more responsibility without more pay to help save, this department or whatever. And I said, no thanks. I mean, that's, my core skill set is not doing what they wanted me to do. I was a technical lead. They wanted me to be a managerial lead. Basically so they could get rid of the manager, and I would do both, be the technical lead and the managerial lead. And I said, I'm not interested. And the guy, the CEO or COO or whatever of the local, the head of the place, said, well, don't you want to,
this ends the first practice round
when you retire,
let's take a look at the best
and your
session
granddaughter comes up to you and sits on your knee and asks you, hey, Dad, or Grandpa, what did you, do for a living or whatever? Don't you want to be able to say that you led, some team, whatever? It's like, my response was, I did not say, are you effing kidding me? Actually, I may have said, are you effing kidding me? But I didn't use the word that effing stands for. I just laughed and said, I cannot envision my granddaughter ever coming up to me and asking me, what did I do for a living? She might ask me, hey, do you want to play tag? But she's not going to ask me, what did you do for a living? I don't think, or actually the exact word said is, I don't think my granddaughter will actually ever care whether or not I led minions. I did not take the job. That was the most bizarre. So I stayed in my position and, for the next year or something, and then eventually the company did die. But I had to move on. It was going to die whether I took the job or not. The writing was on the wall.
Greetings from the Spanish circuit of Aragon. The first qualifying session of the Moto2 class is about to start, and we would like to
they got rid of somebody else and had somebody else do double duty.
Available. The 4 riders with the best times go straight into Q2.
Okay. Yes, fastest for continue. Yeah. Yep. I am going to say. No, I'm going to say continue here, but then I'm going to say exit back to career mode because I don't have time for any more of this. Look back, see if there's any chat I need to address. No, there is not. All right. I am up to 54 minutes, which means it is time for me to take my break on Twitch. If you are watching on Twitch, I'm just going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, though, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next YouTube episode will be the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, at 6 p.m., U.S. Central Time, which is almost always midnight in the UK. Ironically, almost never noon the next day in New Zealand, though it is plus or minus an hour, depending on the time of year, thanks to the equator and daylight savings time. Twitch, stick around. YouTube, next episode. Either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you then.